Alright, here it is, the last flight of my Sharper Image DX-4. This was June 2nd, Friday, beautiful afternoon, 2017. There I am on my neighbor's patio. We're out flying over Chisago Lake in Minnesota. And my friend Aaron is riding on board in the VR goggles. Nice afternoon, just a light breeze. Unfortunately, due to the low capabilities of the DX4, it was the breeze that done her in. But we got some nice images before that. This is out over the Kings Bluff neighborhood. Looking out over Chisago Lake here, the key is to trim into the wind when you don't have GPS lock. You trim into the wind and then things get a little easier. So at this point I'm trimming things out and trying to find something to get on video. Just got Mike's dock in there. Mike's got a sailboat, some paddle boards, some things happening. And I spotted some paddle boarders making their way by. So this is a little video of them coming by here. All in all, it was a nice night to fly. There's a paddle boarder. Not great video, but yeah, I was in the process of getting better. She wasn't too amused that she was on camera, but I guess when we're both doing recreational activities in the same public area, that's the way things go. We weren't very amused that she was paddleboarding by either. So then I turn around here and trim into the wind again. This is looking south, and I think I turn back east here eventually. Looking at the neighbors out over the lake. This was actually farther out over the lake than I had ever flown before. Not right at this moment, but coming up here with the turn to the east. Now we're looking almost straight east, and I spotted that boat out there, decided to go check them out, so we fly out there, and I was probably halfway across the North Bay of Chisago Lake, which is pretty good range. I'm actually surprised that we didn't lose our coverage here, but here we go out farther over the waves there, and real nice flight, nice night. Unfortunately, what happened is I ended up getting up into the wind and I was all trimmed out, and then I twisted 180 degrees. My plan was to look back on the shoreline as I flew back, and of course I didn't have my trim set correctly for the wind. The wind was a little higher than anticipated, and so for that reason I ended up losing control and putting my drone into a tree, which I don't actually have the tree footage, but we kind of have the loss of control coming up. So this is kind of the end of the nice video before things kind of get out of control out over Chisago Lake. Beautiful afternoon. We did catch a fisherman here coming up, and they were coming by in their fishing boat. So we got a little bit of footage of them. They were on camera. I don't know how much they liked that. It was kind of funny. They were looking right at the camera, so that was kind of fun. And so then my plan here is to kind of go up in altitude. And, of course, Aaron is riding on, so now is when I turn around and things start to get out of hand quickly. So we got something going on here. We've got free spinning rotors here, and this guy, after landing in the tree, there's a little bit of almost like the gear in there. Maybe it's a plastic gear. isn't working. I don't know. We're having issues, not flying normally. See what we got here. It's not looking good. Yeah. Definitely got a problem with that bottom right rotor. And the system isn't even accepting it. We're blinking. And when I go to control, you can see there. Watch the bottom right rotor. The bottom right one stops really, really quick. I'm gonna hold it now while I connect. Now if you watch carefully here. Okay, now watch as I try to take off. So, the issue is something to do with that motor, and this just came out of the tree. It was actually up in, that's my house there, and it was actually up in one of the trees over the blue house, about 40 feet in the air, and it landed, and now it's just not working anymore like it's supposed to. See if I can get some more here. It's not even wanting to connect. Oh, there, it did connect. Okay, so I can get it connected. Okay, now we're connected. Here we go. Here's a takeoff. Yeah.
Be careful of your toes.
Yeah. Obviously.
Dad, this one was blinking.
Yeah. They're just not. Unless it's a power thing. I did have it plugged in. We could try the power again. I don't believe it got rained on. So I'll have to check it out. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Battery's very warm. So we'll plug it in. Could be the end of the Sharper Image DX-4. Could be the end of the DX-4. Could be the beginning of the Mavic Pro. We'll take her back inside here and plug it in and see what happens. It might work and might not. Actually, the tree that it was in was that big walnut tree there between our houses. So I don't know. Could be the end. Could be the end of the DX-4.